Oh, we've got a moment here. Let's look at the last month and the Knicks and how they ranked in the NBA. Second in rebounding, fifth in steals. And this is also what I would call a pretty solid offensive rebounding team. I mean, they've got a top 10 ranking in the second chance points category.
And guys, you can't say enough about how well they've rebounded. So often, it's swung the possession battle in their favor, and that's really had a huge impact.
Now here's Calderon. 8 points for him. From deep, Afflalo, and that comes off the assist by Calderon. Calderon's got 5 assists in the game.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Well, it was the San Antonio Spurs winning their last game against Memphis.
And even in hostile territory, as they were that day, they had no jitters at all. I mean, the confidence kept growing as the shots kept falling.
And they were falling big time. I mean, from the top to the bottom of that roster, everybody was locked, loaded, and spraying jumpers.
And here's Calderon, following the three-pointer by Freak. On its way from Afflalo for 2. Can't make good off the screen.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Leonard. 28 points for Freak.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
They set the pick inside Afflalo, and it's blocked by Adams. Ginobili up top. He's guarded by Calderon. Here's Parker. Another one falls for San Antonio.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Here's Anthony following the score by Tony Parker. Anthony, the pass to Calderon. To the middle, here's Lopez, and it's blocked by Adams. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Offensive rebound. Good work defensively by Anthony.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Calderon kicks to Afflalo. Anthony on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Duncan, he's checked in for Aldridge. West comes in for Leonard. Green, he's checked in for Manu Ginobili. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for New York. Sanders comes in for Porzingis. Now Calderon, following the three-point attempt by Freak. Calderon dishes to Carmelo. Releases from 15. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. From outside the arc, and the basket good. Adams has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Now here's Afflalo. 15 points in the game. Pass to Seraphin. And that one hits back iron.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Drive by Adams, and the shot is good. Adams has got 13 points in the second half.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up to the Spurs Games team.
Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. Freak, number 1.
That is major productivity in the paint. I mean, they would love to get more and more of that from him going forward, because a scoring big man like that, guys, it's never easy to come by.
Especially not one with the arsenal of moves this fella has. He's mastered the art of low post offense, and no matter what look the defense throws at him, he typically has a counter.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. You look at Cleveland, and not a surprise really to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And of course, New York, 8 games out.
And right now for the Knicks, they've played some good basketball this year. They have to consider this season to be a success in terms of where they are at this point.
Well, they ought to. I mean, I wasn't sure they were going to be able to do a lot of damage coming into the year. But I'm a believer now.
Now here's Aflalo. 15 points in the game. It's tipped. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. Tim Duncan picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Seraphin. San Antonio leading by 18.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
To the inside. Adams' shot is off. New York's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Aminu. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Jones checked in for Sanders. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's stolen by Aminu. Now Calderon. 8 points for him. Down low. Here's Seraphin. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. And stolen by Aflalo. And on the floor for New York here in the 4th. They've got Porzingis. Calderon is out there with Aflalo. Then it's Anthony. And it's Jones in at the 5. And it's blocked. Here's Aflalo. Misses off the right iron.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Now here's Ginobili. Out to the right wing. Off the screen. Here's Adams, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Jose Calderon.
Taking 2 shots.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Spurs.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Lopez, he's checked in for New York. Calderon kicks to Anthony. Porzingis passes to Anthony.
That's a wall.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Ginobili kicks to Adams. Jumper off the screen. That's good on the jump shot. Adams has got 39.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Calderon with it. Pass to Porzingis. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. 6 to shoot. Inside. Lopez. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Clark, maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
It could be, Kevin. I mean, a dunk like that can sometimes get an opponent reeling.
Spurs leading by 13. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Leonard kicks to Adams. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. 41 points for Freak.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And Aflalo kicks to Anthony. They set the pick, and Anthony gets double-teamed. Nice shot by Porzingis.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And he gets it to go.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now here's Calderon. Here's Afflalo, and again it's New York.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And I'd be interested to know just how many of these attempts have come from inside of 5 feet.
No good from Ginobili.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Now here's Afflalo. He dishes it to Calderon. Lopez sets a screen for Calderon. He feeds it to Lopez. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Adams.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference. And they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. Offensively, he wants them to work the ball around. He stressed the need to find good shots, not quick shots. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
Thank you, Doris. Now here's Afflalo. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Afflalo's got 12 points here in the second half. Spurs leading by 16. Here's Adams, and it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. There's 1:47 left to play here in the 4th. Calderon with it. He's picked up by Parker. The 9-foot shot. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. And it's 8 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Here's Adams, and it's San Antonio with another.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Spurs.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, Clark, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Well, it's more than luck, Kevin. I think the shot selection was good, too.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And, Greg, that's a nice feeling to get the sweep. Even though it is a small number, still nice to get that sweep.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Adams. And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Now here's Anthony. Following the miss by Freak. Passes to Porzingis. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by Anthony. Balanced scoring, Clark, for him. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. That makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
You might want to cut down on that sugar intake, though, Clark. But anyway, everybody's been involved in this offense here early on, and it has a way of helping you defensively. Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud.